Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sama sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato sambuddhassa. Samapanti.
Ida sojati, vecca sojati, apakari ubhayatta sojati, so sojati, so vihanyati, diswa kamma kinittamattano. Dear Dhamma yogis, Dhamma brothers, Dhamma sisters, and Dhamma devotees. Yesterday, I have spoken about the importance of the wholesome Dhamma and the importance of human life. Yesterday, I also mentioned there are two Dhammas. One is wholesome Dhamma, another is unwholesome Dhamma. Wholesome Dhamma produces wholesome result. Unwholesome Dhamma produces unwholesome results. It is just like the seed. What kind of seed we sow, same kind of fruit we beget. So in Dhamma sphere also, same rule is accepted to denote those different ways of Dhamma. That is why the Buddha himself mentioned in Dhammapada text the nature of unwholesome Dhamma and the result of unwholesome Dhamma. Just now I have recited one of the verses from Dhammapada. It denotes the demerit of the Dhamma and what sort of result it produces. The stanza says, one who does unwholesome deed as the unwholesome Dhamma, idha sochati, as the result, here he reaps. Not only in this very life, he grieves. The Buddha said, Vecca sochati. Hereafter he grieves. And the Buddha again repeated same word. Papakari ubhayatta sochati. Papa means evil. Kari, doer. So Papakari means evil doer. In both state, that means here in this present life as well as hereafter, the evil doer grieves. So sochati, he grieves, repeated by the Buddha. So vihanyati, he is afflicted. We try to understand the emphasis given by the Buddha, repeating same word again and again. When we repeat same word again and again, that means we want to pay too much emphasis to that aspect. That's how we try to show something is serious. Same way the Buddha, again and again, repeating same words to emphasize how serious the defect of the unwholesome Dharma. And again he said, Diswa kamma kilita matano. He grieves, he is afflicted. Why? Because the person can see the impurity of his own deeds. When a person sees the impurity of his or her own deeds, sure he or she grieves, he or she laments, seriously, forcefully, having remorse in the heart and in the mind. So serious affliction could be there because of the accumulated unwholesome deed.
各位禅修者以及各位佛友，昨天我已经讲述了关于这个善法的实修善法的重要性，以及这个人生的重要性。昨天小道也曾经讲述了关于两种法，一种是善法，而另外一种是不善法。善法会带来善的果报，而恶法却会带来不善的果报。这就比如说种子一般，我们种什么样的种子，它就会结出什么样的果实，我们就会得到怎么样的果实。在佛法上也是一样的。要说这个不同的这个佛法，这就是为什么佛陀他在这个《法纪经》里面有这样的讲到关于这个不善法的本质，或不善法所带来的果报，以及 善法所带来的果报。刚才小肉有念诵在法纪经的其中一个偈颂，就是说，如果造了这个不善业，或者做了种种的不善法，就会有怎么样的果报会产生。这个偈颂这样子告诉我们，一个人当他做不善法的时候，或者造不善业的时候，那么他的结果就是他会忧悲，他会苦恼。他忧悲苦恼，不只单单在这一世，佛陀更说，他忧悲苦恼，在下一世，他也会同样的感受到他所造的果报，他所造的恶业所带来的忧悲苦恼。佛陀一直在的重复讲述同样的句子。那么在这个偈颂，这个八大的意思就是恶业的意思，卡利就是作者，就是这个所造恶业的这个人。所以呢，两个字联合起来，八大卡利的意思就是这个造业者，做恶业的人，他呢将会在这一世乃至下一世呢，他都会忧悲，他都会苦恼。所以佛陀一再的重复。所以我们尝试的去了解佛陀所强调的这一点，为什么佛陀不断的重复又重复同样的句子，就是要告诉我们，要让我们去更加的强调，在这方面呢，更加的去注意。佛陀重复同样的偈颂，是告诉我们，强调给我们知道，这个不善法，它所带来的不善的果报是多么的严重。同样的，佛陀在重复的说，他这个造恶业者，他会感到忧悲苦恼，是因为这个造业者，他可以看到他自己本身所做的不清净的种种的恶业。当这个造业者他看到自己本身所造的种种不清净的业的时候，那么当然的，他会忧悲，他会苦恼，在他的心里会产生种种的不安。因此，当我们造了或累积了种种不善业的时候，这个痛苦是多么的严重，可以在我们的身心产生多么严重的结果。
Human being has two-edged sharpness. In wholesome state also, they could reach to the highest peak. In unwholesome state also, they could do the most harmful act in their life. If human being becomes wicked, he is the most dangerous being in this world. Nobody could be so dangerous as human being. If they develop in their life the beastly nature. Sometimes we think the forest dwelling dangerous animals are most dangerous. But they couldn't harm so much as a human being can bring the serious harmness in this world. Just pushing on a button, he can destroy whole world. That is what the wickedness possessed by a human being. If the madness enter into the brain of a wicked person, so he can destroy whole universe nowadays. So in this way, human being could be the most dangerous being, and human being could be the most noblest being in wholesome sense. If we take example about our own Buddha's life, before he was born as Siddhartha, where he was dwelling, we know the life history of the Buddha. Before he came to this human world, he was in the highest celestial world. He was a king of Devas in Tusita heaven. But to be a Buddha, the heavenly deity, the Santusita, could not become a Buddha. So 10,000 world cycle was mentioned. All the Devas and Brahmas gathered together from the 10,000 world cycle and went to the Santusita Deva and asked for go down to the human world to become a Buddha. Can you see the power of a human being? Can you realize the ability of a human being? No any celestial being could become Buddha. No any Brahma could become a Buddha. No any God could become a Buddha. To become a Buddha, he needs to come down to the human. That is the ability of human being. And to be Buddha means to become a master of the universe, master of the whole world. That is the quality of the Buddha. And he would be the purest being in this world. Try to find out yourself who would be the purest being in this world. The Buddha, or are there any other god or deities or Brahmas purest than the Buddha? Can we find out anybody purest than the Buddha? We human beings have intellect. We human beings have knowledge. We human beings has the power to discriminate wrong and right, good and bad, wholesome and unwholesome. So we have the judging power, judging power. Try to judge ourselves and find out who would be the purest being in this world, keeping apart the Buddha himself. Nobody can we find purest being in the world. Purest being means he should be free from all sorts of mental impurities, mental defects. No defilement should be there to become a pure person. Can we find out anybody except the Buddha who is free from all sorts of defects, all sorts of mental impurities, all sorts of blamable aspects? So, in this world, the purest being is the Buddha. That is why he is called noblest being in the world. Mahapurisa, Mahottama Purisa. Noblest being and highest being, greatest being in the world. That is the quality of the Buddha. The Dhamma which we are listening to is expounded by the Buddha. The sayings are generated from him. So we need to be very careful and considerable what the Buddha meant. Applying some words to give the message, to produce the benefit in the world. So each word has great value and great weight in his words. Therefore, we need to consider each and every word spoken by the Buddha. But sometimes we are so negligent that even when somebody may guide us to raise our life, we don't want to accept it. Just like the naughty children. Parents are so compassionate to them, so full of loving kindness towards them, so benevolent they are, all the time seeking to raise their life, to make them real good person, telling them not to do this, not to do that, to be good and to be gentle. But the children don't want to listen to them and don't consider how much parent love to them. Being negligent, they go against to the parent, and afterwards they get into trouble. They suffer a lot. Still, they couldn't realize the love of the parents. Same way, we also do the same thing when Buddha say, don't do this,